We bleed. We bleed.
Hello, isn't Jeff supposed to be getting on, right?
What's up? I believe we're live. Is that a correcto? Amundo?
That's correct.
What's up, everybody? The Great Reset. I'm Zotek. Welcome to week number 7 of the We Bleed Whoop Racing series, powered by Velocidrone, Perspective Image, and Hydra FPV. You know, we had to change it up there. Yeah, no, we're really excited. This is week number 7, which is pretty awesome because we have one more week left and then championship. So right now the current prize pool for pilots is $34.69. We had a nice little bump this week, so thank you to the community. We appreciate that. Yeah, let's just go quick, run down all of our sponsors real quick, talk about our giveaway that's going to be coming up soon. And as for sponsors, you know, the contribution that you guys, the sponsors contributed is, you know, without you guys, we wouldn't have this big prize purse for everybody. So thank you to all the sponsors: WeBleedFPV, FullSend FPV, We Bleed. We have NewBeeDrone. We have RailPro. We have Bill's House of Drones. My man Jesse Perkins over at Tiny Whoop. Velocidrone, FPV Exchange, Drone Nation, Drone Zone New Jersey, Beta FPV, and of course, once again, powered by Perspective Image, my man Greg over there, and Hydra. So make sure if you have, go download the Hydra app. Boom, download that bad boy, and you could pick, you know, technically bet on who's going to win. So last but not least, we just want to really talk about our gift that we received recently from Beta FPV. It's a CETIS FPV Beginners FPV kit. Boom. So within 2 weeks, the end of our championship round, we're right now, if you want, you could jump on Discord, and we have a giveaway channel. So if you want to participate in this giveaway, all you have to do is go to WeBleedFPV's Discord channel. The link is what we posted across Facebook and social media Discord channels itself. So yeah, I mean, that's really a beginner's kit right there. So if you want to get somebody into FPV and whoops, and just a great little giveaway, a nice something surprise that Beta FPV shipped to our house and wanted to give out. So definitely check out the We Bleed FPV Discord channel, and you'll see a giveaways channel down there. All you got to do is follow the instructions, click on the ta-ding, ta-da, and boom, boom. We're good. All right, brothers, let's rock and roll. Let's get this show on the road. My man AK, what's going on, brother?
What up, man? How are you?
Good, man. We're all pumped.
I know. I'm excited for week number 7. A lot of positive feedback on this track this week. So, as a track designer and one that has designed every single track you guys have flown, every tryout track, every week's track, sometimes it gets tedious, sometimes it gets tiring, but it's always good to hear when you guys enjoy a track. So I'm excited to watch the racing go down on this track. I am going to go ahead and shout out that I do need Spezzy Lover and Zach Machina to the room. So if I can get Spezzy Lover and Zach Machina to the room as soon as possible, I'm going to give you guys 1 minute. If I don't hear from you verbally,
I'm on the way. I didn't realize we were up already, but yeah, I'm coming.
Who needs Tier 5 sits this week, so Tier 4 is up first. So I need Zach Machina and Spezzy Lover to the lobby. Everyone else is here and ready. We have Carpenter, Dr. Ride, E-Doc, Reckless, and Rotten Tomato. All 5 of them are ready. We just need the last 2. Spezzy Lover's here. Zach Machina, you in?
Joining now.
Beautiful. So I'm excited for this week. We're right down to the final trenches here. We got week 7 going on tonight, week 8 next week, and then after that will be the championship. Championship track is going to be a doozy. It's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. So I'm excited to see how each team will handle it and approach it. It's going to have a lot of strategy in play since it's all relay. But either way, I want to get things underway. We have all 7 pilots here in the room lobby. You guys all know what's going on by now, week 7 in. So obviously I'm going to ask you if you have any objections. If you do, please speak now. Hold your peace. Week number 7 about to go underway. Tier 4 pilots Any objections? Alrighty, good luck, pilots. On to you.
Good luck,
Skittles.
pilots.
Alright, so Tier 4, it's like Spezzy Lover, as per usual, on the top of the leaderboard, but everyone really close in this one. Spezzy's got like a 58, and Dr. Ride with a 64, so only a few seconds between top and bottom. So we got Zach out front right now. As I say that, he must bump something and fall back. Spezzy, E-Doc, Rotten Tomato, all switching for first place. Coming around here in lap number 1, going on to lap number 2. E-Doc, I know, has been super consistent this whole week. He's been grinding a bunch, so let's see if he can take some wins away from Spezzy Lover here in the Tier 4. Spezzy, one of the highest averaging point pilots in terms of points per week over the series so far. So right now, E-Doc still leading just barely ahead of Spezzy into lap number 3. Spezzy right behind E-Doc, Reckless in 3rd, Carpenter in 4th, Rotten Tomato, Dr. Ride, and Zach in the last 3 positions. So coming around here, E-Doc has a couple gate lead on Spezzy. Actually, no, just right behind. Oh, and E-Doc barely pulls out a win there above Spezzy. I think E-Doc that might be E-Doc's first win of the entire series. So congratulations there to E-Doc with a 61. Very nice. Only about 2 seconds off, less than 2 seconds off his fastest leaderboard time. So very impressive. Spezzy right there with him. Reckless in 3rd, Rotten Tomato in 4th, Carpenter in 5th, Dr. Ride in 6th, and Zach in 7th.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff right there.
That was a good one to watch. A lot of placement changes. It's going to be interesting to see how these points play out, because I feel like any of these pilots are capable of winning this. Let's see here, though. Heat number 2 underway. Any objections? Good luck, pilots.
Ended.
Alright, so E-Doc took heat number 1. Very solid run. Spezzy right behind him. Little gap back to the next group of Rotten Tomato, Carpenter, Reckless. They're off again. This time we got Zach out front, and Spezzy in 2nd, E-Doc in 3rd. They're coming around through the fire here. Very cool feature, unless you hit one of the poles and fall into the fire, which I've done a couple times. Anyway, Zach coming around for... Oh, Zach does the ladder a pretty unique way there, at least compared to what I've seen on other pilots. He spins... he does like a right turn and then spins the ladder right, rather than left. But it's working for him here in heat number 2. He's holding the lead, going down the ladder on his 3rd lap around the goalpost. A little tap, but he's got a little bit of a lead above E-Doc in 2nd, Reckless in 3rd, Spezzy in 4th right now. Actually, oh, but then as I say that, he hits the bottom of the table, and that allows Reckless to pull into 1st place, E-Doc in 2nd, and then Zach crashes on the ladder trying to catch back up. Reckless and E-Doc switching back and forth. It looks like Reckless is going to come in for the win. E-Doc in 2nd, just behind. Spezzy Lover in 3rd, Rotten Tomato in 4th. Zach finishes up in 5th after some bobbles on that 3rd lap. And then Dr. Ride in 4th and Carpenter in... Dr. Ride in 6th and Carpenter in 7th.
An update on points real quick. Tier 2 is pilots with 18, Wild Whoop with 2, Rabdolorians with 2, Beep Boop Boop with 14, Angle Grinders with 8, Decepticons 16, No Cap All Gas with 2. Heat number 3, any objections?
That heat we had 1st through 4th within 1 second of each other. So some good racing there. Anyone could have taken that one.
That is very awesome racing.
Yes, man. Very tight.
So E-Doc with the early hole shot, but Reckless Spezzy right there with them. Reckless with a little bubble drops back. Spezzy out in front here in the end of lap number 1, but he taps the cube and has to recover, allowing E-Doc and Reckless to pass him. Dr. Ride, Carpenter, Tomato, and Zach coming up behind. Right now, Reckless is out in front. He's looking solid, going around through the recharge, but he's got Spezzy and E-Doc right on him, and he's a slight bobble, like just a slow turn he does there in the cube, and they are right up on top of him. This is going to be exciting 3rd lap. Reckless has a really nice tight ladder, though. Gives himself a little bit of gap going into the goalpost. Around, under the table, Spezzy and E-Doc E-Doc actually has fallen back, Spezzy just behind him, but he's going to have a really nice cube to catch Reckless here. Oh, Spezzy with a really tight cube at the end. Oh, but Reckless takes home the win. Spezzy in second.
Yeah, let's go.
Tomato in third. Edges out EDOC by 0.1 or so.
Yo, Reckless.
And then Carpenter, Dr. Ride, and Zach finishing up in 7th. So that's 2 in a row there for Reckless. Very nice.
Reckless is on it, man.
Decepticons
on it. I like it. I like it.
on a 3-week win streak, but I think they're missing their captain this week, if I understand correctly.
Ooh.
So no
Snoop's not flying.
Gonna have to have a bright 5 or easy or someone to fall in.
All right, heat number 4. Good luck, pilots. Any objections? Let's go.
All right, out. On heat number 4. Looks like Spezzy got the early bull shot in Tomato. Actually, Tomato takes the lead there, pushing through the recharge gate and the fire. Spezzy and Tomato switching back and forth, going through the cube. Spezzy has a really nice tight cube. He goes and seems to take a little bit of a lead there, but then falls a little bit further behind on the ladder, where Ron Tomato and EDOC have pulled ahead. Spezzy's skating along the ground there, trying to catch up. It looks like Ron Tomato went down. Now Spezzy just chasing EDOC. He's catching up on the cube, going into the last lap, going down the ladder, around through the goalpost. EDOC holding just a gate lead ahead of Spezzy. Under the table, Spezzy looks like he had a tire cut on the table. The goalpost, Spezzy is right on top of EDOC now in the final cube. Is he going to be able to catch him at the very end? Oh, Spezzy does in the cube at the last second. Gets EDOC by 0.05. Very close racing. Reckless comes in third, Ron Tomato in fourth, Carpenter in fifth, Dr. Ryan in sixth, and Zach Machina in seventh.
Alrighty, update on points. No specific order. Gratuitous Violets with 30. Wild Wild Whoop with 4. Grab the Warnings with 6. Deep Whoop Whoop with 32.
Ooh.
Angle Grinders with 18. Decepticons with 32. Low Cap All Gas with 2. Pilots 5th and final heat. Any objectives? Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
Alright, so Violets, Beep Boop Boop, and Decepticons, the 3 teams that made the relay last time, starting it out strong here. All with very close to even points, them switching around. We got Zach out in front. If Zach can hold 3 of his good laps together, he should be able to take down the lead, but he's in that acro flying style, one bobble in it, sets him way back. But right now we got Reckless out in front. Through lap number 1, we got Zach in second, Spezzy in third, and EDOC in fourth. Dr. Ride in fifth, Tomato in sixth, and Carpenter in seventh. On lap number 2, they're going through the recharge, through the fire, on the cube. It looks like Reckless is still holding the lead. Oh, but something happened. He fell back. Spezzy and Zach now battling for the lead. Spezzy going down the ladder a little faster than Zach. EDOC also pushing up there, right with them too. Spezzy, EDOC, Zach, all switching positions. Anyone could take this win. Going around through the recharge. Spezzy has a slight lead going into the fire. The cube is his best part. He's spinning around the cube 270. EDOC is right on top of him, and Spezzy takes the lead right above EDOC.
Oh, nice job, Spezzy. Good
Another 0.1.
Oh, we just had Carpenter pass Ron Tomato right at the end, and he got him. Ooh, good racing, good racing. All right, room is unlocked. Good job, pilots. Tier 3s, you are good to enter. Tier 3s, you are good to enter the room.
Good job, guys. Good job, guys.
Yep, great racing.
Yeah, man. Whew. I'm over here sweating.
All right, tier 3s. Let's get into the blocks. I am looking for Skittles, Gaining Ground, Zotac, Pinehawk, Fresh Bread, Jasus, Toxic. We got Skittles, Zotac. We got Gaining Ground. We got Pinehawk, Fresh Bread. Jasus is on his way. Toxic's here. Jasus, you coming? Jesus is all we need. I know Jesus is one. He's just fine.
Yeah, he's on his way.
Cool.
We can start with that, Jesus.
There he is. I have all 7. We're going to get things underway right away. Any objections from any of these pilots for Tier 3, Heat number 1? Good luck, pilots. Here we go. Oh yeah, Skittles is flying. Anyways, we have Skittles in the lead right now, battling it out. Zotek working up the ladder into the fire, entering the Cube 270. Zotek right on his tails. And we also have Jasus up in the mix as well. Fresh Bread just about a gate and a half behind the group right there. Same with Toxic, Gaining Ground, and Lionhawk all pretty much bundled up. Lionhawk having, oh, he's back up underway. And Zotek out in front, currently getting chased down by FPV Skittles in the number 2 position. Let's tune into Skittles as they head on to lap 3. Skittles a little bit tighter there in the over-under, so he reels in Zotek. Now he's going to be working for the pass with keeping the tighter line. He gets the pass. Let's see how he holds it off here. Zotek, though, still right up in his views. Zotek gets the pass on him, and now Zotek has the tighter line. Skittles, tighter ladder, so it's going to end in the 270s. Left, right, and here we go. Skittles gets the W there, barely over Zotek with 0.171 of a difference. Well done, Skittles. Wow, that was impressive.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so Jace is going to come in a solid 3rd on that one. 4th's going to go to Gaining Ground. 5th place to Fresh Bread. 6th place is going to go to Toxic. 7th place on this one is going to go to Lionhawk. Looks like he had some early troubles on our lap number 1 there. He is still working on lap 2. Going to give him some time to finish up to get that practice in. And then we will get things ready for heat number 2 of our Tier 3 pilots here at WeBleedFPV eSports series on Velocidrone, powered by Perspective Image and Hydra FPV, here tonight in week 7. You guys are tuning in, watching things go down as we are working our way up through the ranks, but even then still seeing heated racing from the front to the back. Whether you're in Tier 5 or Captains, there's literally only a few seconds difference from the very top to the very bottom. So very great racing to watch here always tonight and every Sunday night. Be sure to tune in, share the stream. If you're watching, do us a favor.
Yeah, please share the stream.
Just go and give it a quick share. Share it to your favorite friend, mother, sister, brother, cousin, aunt, whatever. Share it. If you have a group or a group chat with your best friends, share it to them. Say, hey, watch what I'm doing. So anyways, but here we go, guys. That concludes heat number 1. Heat number 2, any objections? And we're going to watch Jasus this time. Heat number 2, see how he works. 3rd place finisher. Heat number 1, very fast pilot. Representing Decepticons, 3rd place finisher. On heat number 1, let's see. Gets the whole shot, though, as of now, out in the lead. Looks like we have Fresh Bread and Zotek battle now. 2-3. Skittles up in that mixture as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gaining ground just slightly behind them. But right now, Jace is holding off the pack, and he's got about a gate and a half. Has a little tap there, though. Puts him back down to 3rd. Skittles, Zotek, 1, 2. Out in front. Jace is right behind, trying to chase down. He gets past Zotek. Now gaining ground up so as well. Gaining ground, works his way up to the 2. So 2, 3, 4. All up for grabs. Skittles is just sliding his way around, but Skittles has troubles in the ladder, goes down, hits the wall. He goes from 1st to 5th place, 6th or 4th place now. He's working his way back up. Jace is still out in the front. Extremely good ladder here on his 3rd and final lap as he's working his way under the goalpost section, over the couches, around the coffee table, sweeping it right, hard left through the recharge. Ladders his way up. He's got about a gate and a half right now. As long as he keeps it smooth here, he is guaranteed this W, and here he comes, pushes in for it. Jesus with the win. Nice job. 2nd place, strong 2nd and 2 seconds in a row. Mr. Zotek, very strong 2nd. 3rd place is going to be Gaining Ground on this one. Representing Wild Whoop. 4th place, we have FPV Skittles, your winner of heat number 1. Coming in 5th consistently, Fresh Bread, representing in Grinders. Toxic on No Cap All Gas, striking another single point there. And Lionhawk coming in that 3rd place finishing order. Update on points, no specific order. Gratuitous Violets 52, Wild Whoop 18. Raptolorians 23, Beep Boop Boop 42, Angle Grinders 22, Decepticons 54, and No Cap All Gas 6. All right, pilots, this is heat number 3. Any objections? Good luck, pilot. You go. Heat number 3. We're going to go on board this time and watch Gaining Ground, representing Wild Wild Whoop, as he goes through the start gate and does a full 360 in the air. Interesting start here, perhaps still learning the tracks slightly, but nonetheless very fast pilot. As we've seen in past seasons, he's always been a competitor, always a higher up here. So if he puts in the work, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with here in our Tier 3 pilots. He also ladders right down, like Skittles was talking about earlier, that he hasn't been seeing, but currently sitting in that 6th place position, trying to chase down Freshbread in the 5 spot, but gaining grounds behind, about 9 gates under him right now. Lionhawk starting to see the tail end of gaining, or no, Lionhawk's about 20 gates back, number 7 position here. Jace's leading the pack, Zotek right on him, so is Skittles. Oh, just like that, Freshbread jumps into 3rd place, Toxic 4, Zotek 5. Interesting change of events here. Looks like Jace is going to be coming around to get that W. Boom, he is in for another win. Skittles in for the 2, Freshbread for the 3, Zotek in for the 4, Toxic right behind him for the 5. Here comes Gaining Ground for the 6. Lionhawk entering lap number 3 for the 7th place finish on heat number 3. Tier 3 pilots here battling it out. So, Gaining Ground 1. Right, pilots, heat number 4 is going to start in 30 seconds.
Does the pounding heartbeat count as cardio?
All right, pilots, here comes heat number 4 of 5. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Here we go. All right. We'll go on board Toxic on this one, representing No Cap All Gas. A little troubles off the start here. Perhaps the announcer's curse. It is pretty crucial. Can be crucial for pilots. Most. Jason though out in front still, holding it off. Gaining ground actually in the number 2 right now. Skittles 3, Zotek 4, Freshbread 5, Toxic 6. Lionhawk in the 7th position. All these pilots currently working on lap number 2. 10 gate difference, 13 gate difference from the very first place all the way to the back here, as we are already halfway done through our race. That's how close these guys are to racing here. One little tap could really cost you the race here. Jason so still holding that number 1 spot. Gaining ground strong right behind him. Skittles chasing Gaining Ground. Zotek chasing Skittles. And then it's a little bit back there. Toxic and
Rock.
And well done. Gaining Ground gets the win for his team on heat number 4. Jace's comes around for the 2nd place. Zotek slides in past Skittles, takes the 3rd. Skittles gets the 4th. Toxic's going to take the 5th on this one. Freshbread with the 6th. And rounding out Lionhawk with the 7th place position. Update on points. Gratuitous Violet 64. Wild Wild Whoop 29. Rabdolorians with 33. Beep Boop Boop with 42. Angle Grinders with 29. Decepticons with 72. No Cap All Gas with 10. Pilots, this is your 5th and final heat. Any objections?
End it.
That's what I like to hear. Here we go. We bleed off on the final heat. Pilots, here we go. Really tough to call when all these pilots are right on top of each other because they have front to back within Very minimal gates. Very tough racing here, but Jasus is out in the lead right now. Has a really nasty cube as he comes around to hit the descending ladder, over under descending ladder, and does his figure eight and then wraps around the field goal post there under the coffee table, under the right sweep. Moving here, looking smooth, and he has about a gate and a half, maybe 2 gate lead now over gaining ground in the number 2 spot. Little bobble there for Jasus, but not enough. Gaining ground still about 1 gate behind. Looks like gaining ground might have had a slight bobble there. No, he did not. He's actually trying hard to reel in Jasus and take another win. He's right on top of him now. He is reeling him in. Let's see if gaining ground can finish him off here in the cube. Let's see. Jasus's cubes are really tight. Gaining ground's pushing for it. Looks like Jasus, though, is going to hold it off. Oh, and Skittles slides ahead. Gaining ground has troubles there. Drops down to the 3rd position. Wow, that was intense. And good racing pilots. First place on that one, Jasus. 2nd place goes to Skittles. I know he wanted that placement. 3rd place is going to go to Gaining Ground. 4th place in a strong performance out of Zotek. 5th place is going to go to Fresh Red. 6th place Toxic, and 7th place Mayan Hawk on that one. So, all right, as we are gearing up for Tier 2 now. You guys are up. Tier 2, you guys are up now. The room is unlocked. You are welcome to join Tier 2.
Oh, gotta win. Gotta win.
So we are looking for It's Plenty, Jose, Swifty, RailPro, ZDZ, Easy Racer, Bella Chow to the lobby.
So it looks like Easy Racer the fastest time on the leaderboard. Swifty RailPro right next to him, 54-55. Then we got ZDZ up in there. Jose. Man, everyone got fast.
Yeah, it looks like Jose is all I'm missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got everyone. Yep, Jose, you on your way?
On my way.
Cool.
Joining now.
Yep, you're good.
Alright. Sweet. So let's see. Fastest time. Easy with a 54. Easy was saying in the lobby that he can do 56s pretty consistently, so looks like we're going to see probably a faster level of racing here.
I'm excited to see it. Alrighty, pilots, I have all 7 of you in here. Do I have any objections from any of these pilots? Alright, pilots, this is heat number 1. Good luck.
We bleed.
Lead? Alright, looks like we have 7 pilots off. We got RailPro with the early hole shot. And very fast. Then we got Jose in 2nd, Plenty in 3rd, Bella in 4th, ZDZ in 5th, Easy Racer in 6th, and Swifty in 7th. Dang, RailPro looked like he's locked in here in this acro. Really nice free turns, tight cuts. A little bubble there, but he has got 7 gates on the lead right now. I guess it kind of depends on where they are in the heat, but he's coming around already on his 3rd lap. Bella's not. Dang, his ladder is fire. RailPro well ahead on lap number 3. Bella in 2nd, Jose in 3rd, Easy Racer and Swifty battling it out. ZDZ also and Plenty in 7th. We got RailPro coming in for the win on the first heat of the 55. Dang. 55-1. That's like basically his best time.
Hey, Swifty. Way to come back. Way to come back, brother. If you're hearing me. That was a hell of a good from 7th to 3rd.
RailPro just set his best time right there on the first heat.
Composure, brother.
Wow. Alright,
Bella.
pilots.
Bella in 2nd, Swifty in 3rd, Jose in 4th, ZDZ in 5th, Plenty in 6th, and Easy actually finishing in 7th with the 108.
Yeah,
Easy, where are those 56s?
Alright, here we go. Heat number 2. Any objections?
End it.
Good luck, pilots.
So RailPro literally on an all-time heater in that first one, down to 55-1, which puts him 10th overall on the leaderboard. Very impressive. He's got the early hole shot. Swifty in second. Plenty right there too. Jose in fourth. Bella, ZDZ, Jose, Easy Racer all switching around at the lower parts of the map. RailPro is just looking like a new level of speed. We've seen RailPro be really fast on the like straight send-it tracks, being one of the more skilled acro pilots, but he is shredding this track up. Super tight lines. He's got himself a couple gate lead ahead of Swifty. Blunty in third, Bella in fourth, ZDZ in fifth, Jose in sixth. Oh, as I say that, he misses the glider trying to cut it too tight, but it doesn't matter. He still has a lead on Swifty, but Swifty now trying to reel him in, just a gate or two behind. RailPro makes any bobble, Swifty will be right on top of him, but he's looking clean going around the last cube. Swifty right there on top of him, but RailPro finishes up just ahead of Bella. Blunty in third, Blunty in fourth, ZDZ in fifth, Jose in sixth, Easy Racer in seventh. So Cyans typically used to getting points out of this tier 0 so far. And Beep Boop Loop must be pumped up now.
Update on points. We have No Cap All Gas with 25, Decepticons with 82, Angle Grinders with 35, Beep Boop Boop with 62, Rabdalorians with 51, Wild Wild Whoop with 40, and Gratuitous Violence with 77. And the Objections Pilots heat number 3.
Alright, so similar to last week, we had three teams bust out of the gates early, but again, Rabdalorians coming up, trying to steal one of those relay spots in the later heats. Let's see if they can do that.
Steal, we're gonna win.
Well, swoop into. Definitely nuts. We got RailPro putting down the points for Beep Boop Whoop here. It looks like Easy Racer has figured it out. He's up in the first place spot actually right now, going into lap number 2.
The seat is dead. The seat's dead.
Oh.
Controller disconnects for RailPro.
Yeah, and also I have a modded QX7 where I have to plug the battery back in, so I'll be a minute.
Let me know when you're good.
Okay. Well, let's take
RailPro uses his one disconnect.
Yep, uses one disconnect, but let's give a quick shout out to all of our sponsors once again, and we'll give out WeBleedFPV.com. Just remember, from now until the end of the championship week, anything that you do purchase on the WeBleedFPV website, 5% of total sales goes towards the pilot prize purse, so definitely check it out. We did update some of our inventory, added some of the new NewBeeDrone 65 millimeter, what do you call it? The new cockroach frames. We got some of the blow up balloons there, the gate kits, and got just restocked up on all of our. You name it, all kinds of goody stuff though. But big shout out to all of our sponsors here: FullSend FPV, NewBeeDrone.com, FullSendFPV.com. That is RailPro.us. My man up in Fulton, New York, Bill's House of Drones. Check out his website, BillsHouseOfDrones.com. He has a really cool website, and he does a lot of custom builds there, so check him out. Of course, we got our man, the Godfather of Whoops himself, Tiny Whoop, TinyWhoop.com. We have also Velocidrone.com. We have FPV Exchange. If you have not visited the site, definitely check it out. Really unique company, FPVExchange.com, and of course our buddies down in Florida, Drone Nation, really cool app they have on the Android or Apple platforms. Check out DroneNation.org or check them out online using their app. And of course, moving down the list, we have Drone Zone New Jersey. Drone Zone New Jersey, and that would be DroneZoneNewJersey.com, and of course BetaFPV.com. Big shout out again to Beta FPV. They sent us the Cetus kit here, so we're going to be doing a giveaway on the Discord, WeBleedFPV Discord channel. Thank you, Beta FP, and of course, big shout out to Hydra FPV.com, and of course, we are powered by PerspectiveImage.com. So that's our sponsors, and let's pass it on.
How you looking, RailPro?
I'm good.
Beautiful. Here we go, pilots.
Perfect timing.
3.
Alright, 3 out of 5 here for tier number 2. It's the third tier out of 5 tiers this week. Got one in captains coming up. reset back to the first week of
A game just
setup of
crashed.
tiers.
This is Blunty, sorry.
Oh, Blunty got dropped out.
Another false start, guys. Gonna unlock the room. That's 1 to Blinty and 1 to RacePro.
That's 1 for Violet, 1 for Beep Boop Whoop. Other 5 still have a restart. It's like RacePro
That
had
was a little lag. I was like,
Yeah.
why did it lag? The room's locked. Kicked them. Or would kick your butt.
Blunty coming in for the Violets.
Who's gonna be the first team to 100 tonight?
Ooh, it's a close battle, right?
Decepticons and Gratuitous Violets within 5 points of each other, and then Beep Boop Whoop's 15 behind Gratuitous.
I guess it's gonna come down to a Easy. There's what? This is the third, so Easy could make it if he gets 18 more out of 3. Blunty would have to get 23 out of 3, so you'd have to average second.
Good to go, AK. Thank you.
Oh, yep, got you, man. Let me just put you to racing. All right, pilots. Heat number 3. Any objections?
Send it. We bleed.
Fucking pilots. Here we go.
All right, heat number 3, take number 3, and we're off. We got 6 pilots in the air. We are missing ZDZ. Does ZDZ not know we restarted? Does he need to use his... Oh, ZDZ got kicked now? ZDZ has got kicked now, so it's like another restart. This
Did it really?
third heat is...
That's
Yeah, he
3.
started.
All right.
This is unheard of. We just set a
That's unheard of.
Guinness Book of Whoop Records.
That's
All right, let's
4
taking
out of
bets.
the
Who's next?
7
Who's next?
pilots.
Taking bets. I'm saying Bella Chow calls it.
Jose,
Come on,
Bella,
Bella,
and
leg out,
Swifty.
Bella
One of
Swifty
you
and
guys.
Jose.
All right,
Like,
4 times the charm,
unplug their
perhaps. Any
controller.
objections, pilots? Heat number 3. Good luck, pilots. Heat number 3.
Alright. The 4th time, let's see if we get 7 pilots in the air. We got all 7. Swifty with an early hole shot. RacePro takes it just away from him. Easy Racer also up there. Blunty, Jose, ZDZ, and Bella all up in the mix early here. It looks like RacePro has a slight lead on Easy. Swifty right there too. Jose and Blunty just behind. Swifty has a really nice ladder, catches up on Easy a little bit. They're both chasing down RacePro. RacePro has a little bobble. He falls back into 3rd. Now we got Easy out in front. Swifty pushing to try to catch him. Swifty's got some really tight turns, but as I say that, RacePro hops in the screen with even tighter and pulls just ahead and then falls back behind. So
Get him.
Easy out in front. Swifty
Get him,
right
get him.
on him. Coming here to the final couple of turns. Swifty is going to be pushing to try to catch up. A little bit of a slow ladder. Let's see if he can get it in the queue. Spins around. Easy just ahead, and Easy takes the win just ahead of Swifty. RacePro in 3rd. Blunty coming up in 4th. Jose in 5th. ZD in 6th, and Bella rounding out the crowd in 7th. What do we have for time there? 56 for Easy Racer. There's his 56 he was talking about. So that puts Easy, what,
Excuse me.
8 away from 100 now? So
Alrighty, pilots. This is Heat 4 out of 5. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Here we go. 2 more heats, and then it's break time.
alright, we got Heat number 4 coming at you now. RacePro, Swifty, ZDZ, Easy Racer all up in there, but Easy Racer, do you have a bobble or is everyone just in a pack? Looks like everyone's just in a giant pack right now. RacePro has the slight edge just ahead of Swifty.
Nice recovery.
Swifty takes the lead though. RacePro drops all the way back to 7th from 1st. That's how close the racing is right now. Slight bobble, pulls it back. Bella up there battling with Swifty for 1st place. They are switching back and forth in and out of each other's view. Easy says, I want the lead. Takes it on the recharge. Going in through the queue. Looks like Swifty's got the fastest queue. He gets onto lap number 3 first. going around the goalpost. Swifty has a slight lead over Jose, and Blunting is in third. ZDC in fourth. RacePro, Easy Racer, and Bella, who are up there, now drop back a couple bobbles. Swifty out in front. Looks like he's got clean air. Jose just behind him, but he's going to take home the win. Jose in second. Blunty in third. ZDZ in fourth. RacePro in fifth that time, and Easy in sixth. Bella in seventh. Real big mix-up that time.
I think people should be worried about Rabdolorians this evening.
Yes.
I know. Radicals, especially when you've got the Rab at the top.
That's what I'm saying, man. You got a very strong anchor. Very, very strong anchor.
Plus daylight, right?
Yep, this is true. Let's see. All right, update on points. Here we go. We got No Cap All Gas 25, Deceptive Science 93, Angle Grinders with 40, Beep Boop Boop with 70, Rabdolorians with 69, Wild with 50, and Gratuitous Violets with 87, only 7 points trailing behind Deceptive Science, who just got a 6th place finish there. Could have gotten to the 100 points there, but they did not. Let's see if they can do it on this heat or not. Any objections on heat number 5, pilots? Good luck.
Typically somewhere around 120 has gotten a team in, so if Easy can get them to 100 before the last two, that bodes well for the Cyans, at least making the relay. Right now we got RacePro out in front, as per usual in these heats. See if he can keep it clean. Easy in second, Bella up there in third, Swifty in fourth, Jose in fifth, Bunty in sixth, and ZDZ in seventh, but everyone is within a couple gates of each other right now. It's going to come down to who's cleanest. Except RacePro seems to have pushed himself out a couple gates ahead of the rest of the pack, but the like third through sixth all right packed together. Coming in to the third lap here, RacePro, a little bobble, falls back. Easy Racer takes the lead, but RacePro's still right up there battling. Easy for it, Swifty in third, Jose, Bella, Blunty, and ZDZ. Rounding out the crowd, it looks like going around the last cube, Easy has the edge, and he takes the win. RacePro in second, Swifty almost catches up in third, Jose in fourth, Blunty in fifth, Bella in Dante, and Bella in sixth, and ZDZ in seventh that time.
Alright, that was
Alright,
good,
so they got the 100 there.
They did just get 103, yes. You guys are at 89 right now. Rabdolorians 75, Beep Boop with 78, Wild with 54, Angle Grinders 40, and No Cap All Gas with 26. Alright, that concludes Tier 2. Tier 1, you guys are on deck. Of course, we do have our 5-minute break. It'll start right now. We'll catch you guys, and just basically the top of the hour. We'll be going heat.
Hey everybody, Zotek here with WeBleedFPV.com, and today we're going to do an unboxing of our Whoop House drone racing gate kit. What's hanging in your Whoop House? So with our Whoop House gate kit, you're going to get 2 collapsible gates. They do come with bungee cords. You're going to get 4 supporting legs, 2 packets of Velcro, a pair of suction bases, a set of aluminum tabletop stands, a pair of earth spikes, and a pair of magnet bases. And that completes the Whoop House gate kit. The purpose of this package is all about enhancing your Whoop House experience. Maybe for drone racing, freestyle, or casual play. I'm Zotek from WeBleedFPV.com. Please visit our website for more details, and thank you. We truly appreciate the support from this amazing community.
Nice.
All right,
awesome.
that was epic.
Love
I know
that.
I got some of those hanging in my house. So
Yeah, man. That whoop house
typically my
gear kit, man.
garage. I do the garage myself.
It's it's all about the accessories and how they interchange with the WeBleed LED gate system.
Oh,
So
yeah.
a 1-2 punch right there. We could have done a little better on the gates itself, but I think the accessory standpoint it's where it's at. So it'll definitely enhance your experience. The magnets are best. I love those magnets.
Absolutely amazing.
Oh, they
Yeah,
are
man.
the best. They are truly the best. And just head over to WeBleedFPV.com, snag yourself some today. Make sure to write a little note on the, on the checkout. I always like to add little notes, to say,
Yes,
hey, man,
I do get wonderful notes.
the notes are the best. The notes are the best. And they
The notes are the
honestly, when you're the guy that's, handling it all, those notes are great to have. So don't forget to write a note.
Mad
A friendly
love.
note.
There's a lot
something
of love
funny,
out there, guys.
add a
Thank you so
joke,
much.
whatever. But yeah, WeBleedFPV.com. Be sure to head
Hey,
over.
What do you guys think of we strive, we fly, we strive, we bleed?
I
Huh?
like it.
Yeah, it's a nice little, nice. I was thinking about doing a little, just
Cool.
simple. We don't have really a T-shirt, we bleed, so I might make that one into something. So nice giveaways too. Yeah, man.
This is a
Are
fun
we
one
ready to
for
rock
you
and roll?
guys. We got about 2 minutes, so I'm gonna let
2
these
minutes.
guys get a fun one in just to see
Oof.
what happens.
And
So we
they're
got a
off.
fun race, and then we'll get into the real racing after this.
Go
This is
daylight.
It's the icebreaker right here.
This is going to be really interesting because anyone can still win. Science aren't that far ahead, especially since they've got a Bright 5 for both captains and
Fair.
You see those lines right there?
for captains and
Oh, geez,
so,
just ripping
Daylight.
Oh.
Daylight and Rab are going to come through with a lot of points, so I expect them to be one of the top 3.
Yeah.
And who started that?
But I don't know. Levi and OG probably will put up enough points to get us in there. Seems like it's been forever since Levi raced. Does he still know how to fly moves?
Yes.
I mean, he is good TQ on the leaderboard.
No. He's too busy being fast at like everything else too. Ooh, look at that Vanadium. Vanadium with a really fast time on the leaderboard too, right?
Good stuff, man.
Never count on Vanadium.
Let's see who's got the fastest in this tier. Bright 5 actually the fastest. Daylight right behind him, both 54s.
No, Johnny Fly's got a 53.
Oh, I didn't even see Johnny. 53.
Yeah.
Alrighty, pilots, so that concludes our 5-minute break. We are now all seated, ready to go with our Tier 1 pilots. I have all 7 of them set to fly. They just went down with the practice round, but now that we're back from break, we're going to get back to the racing that you guys are wanting to watch. Remember, if you're watching from home, go ahead and hit that share button. Share this link around to your friends, family members, whoever. Post it on your wall, whatever you want to do. Send it to your best friend. Either way, please share. Get the word out about the WeBleedFPV eSports Whoop Series on Velocidrone. Anyways, we're going to get things going here for Tier 1, week number 7. Any objections? All right, pilots, you know the drill. Good luck.
Alright. We've got all of the actual Tier 5 pilots, Tier 1 pilots here. No one filling in this week. Johnny has the fastest overall leaderboard time, but Daylight and Bright 5 are right there with him. 58 to 54. It's only like 4 seconds between top and bottom. 4 or 5 seconds. Right now we got Vanadium and Johnny Fly switching out front. I just see the names switching over and over again in all the different positions.
Yeah, it's real tight
now.
right now, man.
Everyone is battling. Johnny has a slight edge on Daylight, Bright 5, Vanadium, OG, Pro Dangles. But on the lap number 3, let's see if Johnny can hold the lead. He is just ahead of Bright 5 here, going around the NewBeeDrone ladder. He sees Bright 5 every time he turns, going down the final cube. It looks like if he holds it tight, he has a really nice, leany cube to get through quick. So takes the lead. Bright 5 in second, OG Dr. Love in third, Daylight in fourth, Vanadium in fifth, Pro Dangles in 6th, and Jay in 7th there. So let's see what it was top to bottom. 55 to 101. So everyone within 6 seconds of each other. We're really going to see some good racing here.
Alrighty, that was a fun one to watch and interesting to see from the heat right before that was just practice. Quite a bit different.
Yes.
So let's see how this all pans out. Here comes heat number 2, Tier 1 pilots. Any objection? Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
So Johnny did a 55 there, only about 2.5 seconds behind his leaderboard time. So really nice pace right out of the gate. You know they're just going to get faster as they get used to the track. Johnny has the early hole shot again. Daylight, OG, Bright 5 all switching around there. Jay, Prodangles, and Vanadium in there too, but not far behind. Daylight pops ahead of Johnny in the lead here. So does Bright 5, but Johnny has the tightest ladder and he takes lead back. No, Daylight must be just ahead of him. Nope, they're switching back and forth. They're on top of each other. Going into the fire on lap number 2 around the cube. Johnny's still holding the lead. He has a really nice way he takes the cube that I like there. And it gives him the edge seemingly right at the end of each lap, which is very critical. He has a slight lead on Bright 5 going here into the last lap. Bright 5 and Daylight are battling it out for who's going to take second. It looks like Johnny's going to take first, and second goes to Bright 5 that time. Daylight in third. Prodangles in fourth. OG in fifth. The Vanadium or Jay is going to come. Vanadium finishes up in sixth, and Jay in seventh.
Wow, so update on points. No Cap All Gas 26. Deceptive Science with 119. Angle Grinders with 60. Beep Boop Whoop with 83. Rab DeLoreans with 85. Wild Wild Whoop with 57. And Gratuitous Violets with 97.
Oh, Daylight.
I'm speaking close here. Gratuitous Violets are definitely not guaranteed in. I think Science, unless Bright 5 puts like up a 0 in the captain's tier, which is possible since he will be a tier up.
Heat number 3, pilots. Any objections?
Science.
Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
24. Yeah. But we'll see how these next heats work out here. Bright 5 definitely wants to put as many points as up on the board as he can so that he can help himself out going into the captain's tier. Right now we got Daylight and Bright 5 out in front. OG right there too. Johnny Fly mixing it up too. Jay up in the mix. Everyone's in the mix in the early part. They're all in the cube basically together, but Daylight has the lead going into lap number 2. Bright 5 takes it on the ladder. Going into the goalpost down under the table. Bright 5 and Johnny Fly battling for the lead. Jay up there in the mix this time for No Cap All Gas. Into lap number 3. Bright 5 has a slight lead over Johnny, but Johnny and him are switching positions back and forth, going down under the table. Really tight line there for Bright 5. He has a slight edge going through the fire around the cube the final time. This is where Johnny excels. Does he catch him at the end? No. Bright 5 takes the lead and takes the win. Daylight in third, Jay in fourth, Prodangles in fifth, Vanadium in sixth, and OG Dr. Love in seventh.
Ooh, it looked like OG hit that pillar.
It's still a 101, which would be like top of every other tier so far. So,
alrighty, pilot. Heat number 4 of 5. Any objections? Here we go. Good luck.
Good luck, pilots.
So that definitely puts everything more in the mix behind Cyans. That I think that's gonna cement Cyans in there. But as I say that, Bright 5 makes an early crash and has a big deficit to make up, and then he makes another crash. Looks like we're gonna see him in last place on this one. Johnny Fly battling with Daylight for first. Jace looked like he's gotten used to the track. He's up there battling Vanadium as well. Around the goalpost, Johnny has the lead, but Daylight is right on him. He's watching him. Daylight with a nice ladder catches up slightly in the cube. Let's see who can do it faster. They're about equal there. Going around into the last lap on the ladder. Daylight still chasing Johnny. Johnny in first, Daylight in second. Going around under the table, around the NewBeeDrone ladder, through the cube the final time. Daylight sees him right there, but he just can't quite catch up.
Good job.
Johnny Fly finishes second. Daylight in second. Jay in third. Vanadium in fourth. Looks like OG Fuji is going to come in 5th. Pro Dangle in 6th, and Bright 5 with those early bobbles finishing up in 7th. Pros top to bottom for Bright 5 on that one.
Alright, update on points. We got a close bundle, man. This is crazy. So we got No Cap All Gas with 36. Decepticons, you are right. I mean, they didn't necessarily guarantee it, but they're close. They're at 129.
Oh, man.
Angler Riders are at 78. Beep Boop Boops at 86. Rab DeLoreans are at 99. Wild Wild Whoops at 62. And Gratuitous Violets are at 99. Tied with Rab DeLoreans.
Alright, well... It's gonna be interesting.
Beep Boop Boop. Or no, right now it's Decepticons, Rab DeLoreans, and Gratuitous Violets. That's great now.
Gratuitous Violets.
Angle Grinder's getting in there too. I mean, with Eli, with Levi at the top, I feel like.
I know. That's
pretty
Levi's. Yeah, he's gonna seal it for you guys.
Rab too.
Yeah, but Rab's gonna seal that 3rd. Alright, guys, here we go. Heat number 5. Any objection? Good luck, pilots. Here we go. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Well, I don't know. I think one of you guys actually. You guys could actually pass him.
Yeah, let's see what Bright 5 does here. Bright 5 definitely wants to put points on the board here.
Yeah, he needs it right here.
Every point is gonna count.
Well, he's gonna guarantee. He's damn near gonna guarantee himself in the finals. The only way he doesn't is if
they're only up like 30, right?
If Beep Boop Whoop gets first every single time.
Oh yeah, in the finals, but not necessarily winning.
To make it to finals, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Decepticons are going to have a huge disadvantage in because this is the week where captains fly every heat finals.
Oh.
Yep.
So, well, Johnny out front, Daylight right on top of him, literally. They are neck and neck. Jay right there, Bright 5, OG, Vanadium, and Pro Dangles. Rounding out. Let's see if Daylight can push ahead here in the end of the last lap. It looks like Johnny's going to take another win. He does. Daylight in 2nd. Jay gonna finish up in 3rd, just ahead of OG in 4th. Bright 5 in 5th. Put some more points on the board for OG. Vanadium is gonna take 6th, and Pro Dangles in 7th. So Beep Boop Whoop. They're gonna need a strong performance out of G-Man to bump themselves back up in the top 3.
Alrighty, I'm gonna unlock the room for captains.
I want to shatter every piece of equipment that I own right now.
No, don't do that.
No.
You're flying good, dude. Everyone is just crushing this
I'm going to lose it right now.
I watched
I
that.
cannot get it
I know
together.
what you're going through.
I'm gonna.
I've been there.
I need to put. I really need to put like a.
Especially when you hit that pillar.
Next to my desk, so I can just stand up and just. Wah.
Definitely a wacky thing.
Well, razzled.
Fuck, man. What are we at points now? Did that fuck us?
Nah. We got Levi coming up. We're chilling.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good race in the rest of
We're in 3rd. Yeah, what is it? 24 between the Cyans and Rab DeLoreans. So Rab could make up 24 points on Bright 5. We'll see. 58 seconds though. If Bright 5's putting down the fast laps, he's gonna get some points. And he'll probably hold on.
Wow. This is my least practiced week for sure as G-Man. I've been gone. I got back 45 minutes before the race, so.
If anything, get enough points to bump Bright 5 down. Keep him down.
We'll try.
Yeah, just chill it, man. Just chill it.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about it. I got up to speed a little bit here. But then suddenly, randomly, I'll just forget which direction I'm going.
Magenta. Okay, there we go. Down Magenta.
So tight.
AK-55 G-Man, Leviathan, Orange Stuff, Potato, Rab. Alright, we have all pilots. You guys know the drill. Pilots heat number 1. Any objections?
No.
What's up, Rab? How are you?
Doing well.
Good. Alright.
So,
here we go.
Levi basically with a 51 as the fastest, and G-Man with a 54.5 as the slowest. So, everyone within, 3.5 seconds of each other on the leaderboard. Gonna be some good racing. everyone in a pack early. Levi has the slight lead going under the table. Rab in second, AK in third, G-Man in fourth, Orange Stuff in fifth, Bright 5 in sixth, and Potato in seventh. Alright, going through the queue. Looks like Leviathan with the early lead. Rab right there in second, Orange Stuff in third, AK in fourth, Bright 5 in fifth, holding his own in the captain's tier, G-Man in sixth, and Potato in seventh. They're already going on to the third lap. Levi is just ahead, but Rab and Orange Stuff are putting pressure on him. Rab makes a funny noise, but he seems like he's still doing okay.
Quick recovery for the win.
Oh, Orange Stuff is battling just, and who's going to take it at the end? Levi gets it, and Orange Stuff pulls ahead of Rab just at the end. Little bobble must have got him. AK in fourth, Bright 5 with a solid fifth place. G-Man in sixth, Potato in seventh. That's what Bright 5 needs to hold on to the lead for the Decepticons.
Yeah, just keep giving me those. I like those.
G-Man.
You got a 56, so it's not like you're going slow. Levi with a 52.4, only 1.5 seconds off his leaderboard time. Very nice run. Sub 17 second lap there.
It's close between Angle Grinders and Beef, right? I gotta beat AK, I think.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be some battles.
It's very close.
Coming down here then.
We're 5 points difference right now. We're up on you guys by 5. And Gratuitous Violets and Raptor Warnings are now tied. So yeah, we'll go for the points after 2 heats. Any objections for heat number 2 pilots?
Levi said, "Can he have a moment?"
Yes.
Oh yeah. Alright guys,
G-Man,
he says he's good in the text chat. I am going to start it.
No moment for you.
Alright, good luck.
Potato. Good luck, everyone.
Alright. Heat number 2. Rap tries to get everyone's head with a good luck wish as the race starts. Levi out early with the lead. AK and Orange Stuff switching back and forth. Rab right there also. Potato, Bright 5, and G-Man in a battle for the last 3 positions. Levi has a ridiculous ladder. I don't know if we're watching him on the stream, but I was impressed by other people's too, but his is like I don't even know. Just like a little woo, and then as I say that, he screws it up. And the old Rab crashes on it too, so Orange Stuff out in the lead right now. Levi in second, Rab in third, AK in fourth, G-Man, Bright 5, and Potato. Coming around. Levi with another crash. Dropping him back. Orange Stuff takes first, Rab takes second, Levi takes third, G-Man takes fourth, Bright 5 in fifth again, AK ended up in sixth somehow there, and Potato in seventh. As I was complimenting Levi's nice ladders, I totally jinxed him. And he tried to do it too nice.
They can get mental.
Still got it in the third, and nice practicing up there.
Alright, update on points, no specific order. Gratuitous Violets with 119. Wild Whoop with 81. Rab DeLoreans with 121. Beep Boop Whoop with 91. Angle Grinders with 93. Decepticons with 135. And No Cap All Gas with 42. So will Rab DeLoreans or Gratuitous Violets steal away that first place finish?
It's gonna be close.
Decepticon.
Getting real close, bro.
We'll
It's
see.
gonna be right down to it.
Alright, pilots, here we go. We're about to go for heat number 3. Any objections?
Come on, Captain, stop giving Bright 5 fifth places. I'm just scared of it. Bright 5, another 56, 57. Showing he belongs up there with the captains. Levi with a little bit of a late start and then a crash. Puts him back early. Looks like Rad's out front. Potato in the second, Orange Stuff. Everyone's mixing around too much right now. Levi trying to catch up and pushing too hard. Falling, crashing again. We got Rab out in the lead. Orange Stuff just behind him. AK and Potato battling for third. We'll see who is going to be leading on to the third lap. It looks like Rab just ahead of Orange Stuff going into lap 3. AK in third, G-Man fourth, Potato in fifth, Bright 5 in sixth, and Levi has quit. Possibly, you'll see maybe. And Rab takes the win. Orange Stuff in second, AK in third, G-Man.
So
Potato,
close.
Bright 5 in
AK.
sixth, and did Levi have some type of disconnection?
No, he said he's good.
Okay.
I mean,
Levi just with a frustrating lap. He looks like he started a little late there and tried to push to catch up. So that will mix up things as well. Looks like Rab DeLorean's probably going to be right on the Cyans now.
What happened to Levi?
He said go ahead. He's good.
I think he got a late start and then he tried to catch up and crashed a bunch.
Yes. And then he just said go ahead and continue.
All right.
Take it.
Really gonna look good for Rob DeLoreans there. Alrighty, so pilots, this is heat number 4. Any objections? Alright, good luck, pilots.
Alright. Number 4 of 5. Let's see, they were down 14 and then a 1, so a 9. So Rab DeLoreans are only 5 points out of the lead right now, so if Rab can make up 5 points on Bright 5 here, he will take the lead. Right now we got Levi on front, Rab in second, Orange Stuff, G-Man, Potato, AK, and Bright 5 in 7th this time. But it's still early. We're only on lap number 2. Rab has the lead over Levi right now, but they're switching back and forth. They're basically on the exact same gate at the exact same time. Going around in the cube, onto lap number 3. They're still literally on top of each other. Rab jumps in front of Levi's screen. Levi touches Rab's screen. Oh, yep, Rab touches the table. Levi.
You got it.
Rab, one of the best at recovering from bobbles there. He does hit the table, but it only phases him.
That got us, you know what, baby?
A second. Oh, and Bright 5 with the 0, Rab with the 8. That means Rab DeLorean is currently first place overall in points, if I'm not mistaken.
And who started this run?
Let's go, though.
I think, wasn't it Carpenter in Tier 4?
Yeah, but, technically, we're talking about started the run.
Alrighty, update on points before we launch the final heat. We have Gratuitous Violets with 129, Wild Wild Whoop with 91, Rab DeLoreans with 139.
Nice.
And Beep Boop Boop with 101, Angle Grinders with Step the Science with
really gonna come down to it.
And No Cap All Gas with 48. Oh, good.
So,
Alright, G-Man.
If we have this exact same result, right, that we just saw right here, that would mean that Cyans would jump from first to third.
Yes, correct, yes.
But that means that Violets would have to make up 7 points.
Bright 5 needs a decent run here. A 4th or 5th would be great for him.
If
Well, it doesn't really matter. If
Levi wins.
Second and third is the exact same thing. That's all that matters. Second and third is the same thing. First is what matters. So you didn't want to be second or third together because you're going to race each other either way.
That's true, so.
Alright, let's see here. Pilots, heat number 5. Any objections? Alright, good luck. G-Man, you're going down.
So basically, Rab just has to beat Bright 5 to hold on here, and AK versus G-Man is the one that matters for position, because as AK said, if Violets get second or the third, it doesn't make a difference. So right now we got Rab out in the lead. The AK versus G-Man battle. AK 4th, G-Man in 7th right now. So it looks to be going Angle Grinder's way. Bright 5 putting it down a 5. So no, he has to beat Rab to stay ahead or to move back into the lead. So it looks like Rab and Levi battling. Oh, but Rab had to crash, and Bright 5 is right up on him now. You have to beat him by 2 positions. So, but Rab recovers quickly, and he's back in it, almost pushing up on AK.
No!
Takes the win for the Science. Oh my god, what a wait. No, okay. Yep, that's and then yep.
Are you kidding?
Oh man, I went down.
I'm pretty sure Bright got held on. Abdullah will be second, and Pilots will be third.
So Decepticide stayed in first from that.
Yep, because he had to get 2 positions, and Orange Stuff also passed Rab. Rab hit the cube right at the end. Oh, now we have to race Rabs. Oh, no. That is rough.
Alright, boys, let's do it.
Alright, I'm going to unlock the room. Rab DeLoreans versus Gratuitous Violets is going to happen first. Let me update on placements and points for the week, as well for those of us that are no longer racing.
Oh, that hurts. We could have had Cyans and then maybe put it at 5th.
Alrighty, so 7th place this week is going to go to No Cap All Gas. 6th place overall this week is going to go to Wild Wild Whoop. 5th place overall is going to go to Beep Boop Whoop. 4th place overall is going to go to Angle Grinders. 3rd, 2nd, and 1st to be determined. Decepticide, your top points finisher with 142 points. 1 point above Rab DeLoreans with 141. Gratuitous Violets, 3 points behind with 139. It's very close racing between these 3 teams. This week it is Captain Tier 1, Tier 2, then Captain Tier 3, Tier 4, then your choice if it goes the 3rd round. So I am going to get the track going.
Can you repeat that one more time, buddy?
I am going to suggest that tier or first place team does download the track once I do upload it. Again, it is Captain Tier 1, Tier 2, and then it is Captain Tier 3, Tier 4. Then the final heat is your choice as a team. Again, all communication will be done in the lobby chat, not over voice, so that you guys and your teams can be in each other's voice channels. Let me change up the track. So we need WeBleed track. Oh, not track 8. Ooh, I almost just showed track 8. Okay, let's see.
Whoa, look at that castle.
Oh, I didn't know. No castle. No castle.
Yes, yeah. Send it. Here we go.
And boop. Here it is. Okay, so if you guys notice, or if someone wants to fly and see where the recharge gate is, I guess I'd have to start a race for that to happen, right? Because no one's in there. Just purposely crash, and then you'll be in there. Okay, let's see. So it's going to be Cap, Tier 1, Tier 2 on the first race.
So how do you hit that?
So we need Leviathan in the room. We need Leviathan to the room. Cap 1, 2. So I got OG, who's 2. It's Blunty. Okay, Leviathan's here. He's on green. I'm going to change him to magenta. There we go. And then we got Rab, Daylight. Daylight in here. Daylight's in here. And then there's Swifty. Swifty.
Make sure we don't have any scragglers.
Alright, lock in the room. Fine. Alrighty, communicate with me in here. I need communication from these teams. Alrighty, here we go. These pilots are ready. Swifty, Blunty. They're doing it tier 2 versus tier 2. This is going to be fun to watch. And Rab DeLorean's with just a little bit higher points this week over the gratuitous pilots, beating them by just 2 points on the overall points for qualifying, seating themselves in the 2 and 3 spot. They are now going to relay battle 15 laps total is what we're looking for. 5 laps per pilot. Let's see how they're going to hit this track, how they're going to be recharging. It's going to be interesting to see. Short time to create a plan at recharge, because none of these pilots know where the recharge gate is until we actually start relay immediately. So they all know the track, of course, but the normal recharge is taken out so that you don't get extra battery while you're flying through the laps here. Makes things difficult as you go onto your later laps 4 and 5 with less battery. Currently, Swifty out in front, only by about 4 gates over its Blunty in the number 2 position. It's going to be interesting to see 2 of our very fastest pilots in the entire series are going to be battling it out on this track later on. We have Leviathan and Rab. Let's see how it runs them, if it's going to run tier 1s or right to captains. We'll see. It's going to be a fun race, though, nonetheless. Currently on board still with Swifty. He's consistent here and pulling away. He's now got about 9 gates above its Blunty in the number 2 position. Let's see, here comes Swifty. Small tap and not enough to mess him up, and he's going to go on to his 5th and final lap here. So let's see, as he comes around into that field goal pose, he's going to want to turn around with a hard 180 and head into that recharge gate. Let's see how he hits it here. Got still about 9 gates over its Blunty. As we're both working lap number 5, Swifty's coming around in the cube, finishes things up. He recharges, which is now unfortunate because now he has to launch, hit the very first gate, turn around, and recharge again. Rab DeLorean's just added at least 7 seconds guaranteed onto their time with that play. So it's going to be best to finish all those 5 laps up. We'll see if that's going to cost them it or not. Daylight versus OG Dr. Love's in now. These are our tier 1 pilots, so it is going to put them in order 2-1, then captains. It's going to be fun to see here. Daniel Daylight has the lead right now, but again, Swifty is going to have to go and launch just to get 1 gate and then turn all the way back for the recharge, unless his other teammates can get all 5 laps, so he'll only need to launch for the last gate, which would be the smart move on their end, so he doesn't need to come back for the recharge, but we'll see how his teammates play it out. OG Dr. Love trying to reel in Daniel Daylight. He's not far behind. OG is reeling him in and sealing that deal. Let's see. Daylight, though, very fast pilot and doing really good himself. Holding OG off by just a little. Daylight's in his sights. About a gate behind here. As OG goes to the top of the cube, you see Daylight spin around the lower part of the cube. These pilots are finishing up lap number, looks like lap number 3. They're heading on to 4 now. OG Dr. Love still trying to reel in Daylight, but Daylight seems to be catching his groove. He is starting to slightly pull away. OG Dr. Love has a very nice ladder there. Daylight still out in front, barely. Oh, looks like, oh, no troubles for Daylight. OG Dr. Love now within about a half a gate behind him, so he's getting closer and closer. As we are both working on lap number 5, let's see what these pilots do. Is Daniel Daylight going to finish his 5th lap, or is he going to hit the recharge? Hopefully he finishes his 5th lap. Let's see what he does. And he finishes his 5th lap. Smart move there. That's going to put Rab out to the races. Rab's going to want to make sure he gets all 5 laps in as well. So that way, Swifty only needs to launch and get himself to that start gate. So looks like Rab, though, starting off with about a 10-gate lead over Leviathan. Leviathan definitely proves to be just about the fastest pilot every single week here ongoing. So Rab, nonetheless, can't count him out. Very fast pilot as well, but man, Leviathan is absolutely crushing the competition this season. So it's going to be fun watching this. We're working on lap 2 here. He's trying to reel in Rab. So far, he's done about maybe 2 gates. He's closed the gap on him. He's trying to push. He's going to have 3 more laps here. Rab goes on to lap number 3, and Leviathan goes on to lap number 3. We got about a 4 or 5 gate deficit now between these 2 pilots. So Leviathan is definitely reeling him in with his extremely tight lines here and his impressive acro flying in the whoop. He is now only about 4 gates behind Rab, As he sees Rav exit the cube, he enters it. 2 more gates to go, or 2 more laps to go. At this pace, Leviathan's going to be right with him. But again, Swifty needs to launch still. So as Leviathan doesn't even need to beat Rav, he just needs to get within a few gates of him. And I think that might be enough to seal the deal, and that will be an unfortunate turn of events for Rav DeLoreans here. Let's see what happens. Here it comes. 5th and final lap. On to it now. Leviathan, super nasty ladder, now within about 2 gates of Rav. I think that's going to be enough for them to seal the deal. Let's see what happens, though. We're both finishing up the final section through the fire into the cube. Leviathan is definitely reeling him in. As long as Leviathan gets to the finish gate before Swifty does, which he will, boom, just like that, Swifty goes off and has to take off. Again, I don't know if he took off yet. There he goes. He takes off. And that was a 3-second deficit. Typically about that for between the launches. So if Swifty did finish the 5th lap and bring it in there, it would have probably sealed the deal for the Rav DeLoreans. But the gratuitous violets were able to come in and take the win there. Barely 3 seconds. Very good racing, close racing. Hopefully we don't see the same mistake. Simple mistakes like that can be what can cost you the race. And this is proof right there that did unfortunately cost the race.
Is that real?
For the Rav DeLoreans. Yeah, oh yeah. Swifty didn't finish his 5th lap. So he had to relaunch after Rav. That was a big mistake. He shouldn't have did that. He should have finished his 5th lap. He went from the cube to the recharge gate. So he still had to hit 1 gate. So when Rav finished, it launched him for 1 gate.
Yeah. It just looked like they crashed. Okay. I'll let them know.
Yep, so we are going to go on to the next one, which is going to be Captain Tier. Captain Tier 3, Tier 4. So Leviathan and Rav will stay in. We're going to put in Carpenter and Zotek, and then we're going to put in E-Dog and Skittles. Leviathan's first, Rav's first. They're ready. Here we go. Let's get it. Alright, so we're going to go on board here with Leviathan, who was just chasing down Rav in the previous heat. Leviathan misses the first gate and then rubs up against the wall. Very rough start for Leviathan here, as he is deciding to be the first pilot to launch. Perhaps the battery difference. He was the last pilot there to fly, finishing up lap 5 with a very saggy battery, now going straight to a full battery, as he is now working on to lap 2. His descending ladder on the start's very aggressive. That's where he typically pulls in the times. Rav, though, holding them off nicely. About 2 gates here. As we are coming around to finish up lap number 2, Rav's holding off Leviathan. Oh. Wow, so Rav's got about 4 gates over Leviathan right now. Rav's heads on to 4th lap. Leviathan heads on to his 4th lap. Now that the cube's out of the question, we got about a 2-gate deficit between these pilots right now. Leviathan hitting some crazy tight lines, though, as he is reeling in Rav slightly. Rav, very fast pilot, but now looks like Leviathan was able to shave off a couple gates. Let's see what he can do here on the 5th and final. Rav is holding them off, though, still. Leviathan's going to try and push hard. Wonder who it's going to launch. Is it going to mix it up or keep it out as it was? Here, 3s and 4s are now flying with captains. We just saw 1s and 2s flying with captains, so expected to see slower 15-lap runs here. Leviathan forgets he needs to recharge. Rav hits a beautiful recharge, so that's going to put Zotek off to the races. And Skittles. So Zotek versus Skittles now. Oh man, Skittles is right behind Zotek. We're dialed in to Skittles. He's going to try and get the pass here in the table, and he does. Oh man, Zotek, Skittles right on top of each other. Zotek edges them out in the ladder. Let's see who has the better cube here. Looks like Zotek has a slight bobble, so Skittles is going to take the lead out in the front place position here. Skittles is holding off Zotek by about 2 gates. We are heading into lap number 3, 2 in the books for both of these pilots. Zotek just rounds out number 2. It looks like Skittles is slightly continuously pulling away, so at this pace, it's going to set off OG Dr. Love. Or no, excuse me, we're going to our tier 4s after this. Yeah, so we're going to actually see E-Doc versus Carpenter after this. Let's see if the gratuitous pilots can take the W and put themselves in the finals. If they do, that's a big one-up, because the Decepticons do not have their captain. So I hope that the Decepticons are getting their other pilots ready to fly, because they are going to need all their pilots there. We're going to have to figure out a way to make it work. But either way, they're probably going to want to make sure that they have some pilots to bump up for sure. We're going to probably need Jasus, Easy Racer, and Bright 5 first heat. So hopefully those guys are ready. And then Jasus will have to double it up as well as Bright 5 for Decepticons to stand a chance here in the finals. But right now, Skittles finishes up his 5th. He's in with a 14-gate lead. So that is going to launch E-Doc with a nice big gap over Carpenter FPV. Here comes Zotek. Zotek's in and recharge. Zotek finishes up all 5 of his laps as well. So E-Doc just needs to hold off Carpenter with a 17-gate lead in the final 5 laps here. Gratuitous pilots versus Rabdalorians. Week number 7. Alright, E-Doc's looking really smooth here. He is actually coming up on the tails of Carpenter. He's about 5 gates behind him, but a lap ahead. Oh, as long as the gratuitous pilots just don't have a bunch of major hiccups, I believe it's safe to say they are going to get this W here. Not only is E-Doc a lap ahead, but he is slightly reeling in Carpenter here as well. Oh, Rabdalorians might be taking their second strike here. Let's see, E-Doc 2 more laps to go as he hits the coffee table into the right, sweep around the flag, ascending ladder. He sees Carpenter right ahead of him. Only about 1 gate ahead now, as E-Doc's about to go on to his 5th and final lap. E-Doc has a little bit of troubles, but he gets back on pace, and Carpenter heads onto his 4th, E-Doc onto his 5th. So, and E-Doc's right behind Carpenter. So again, safe to say gratuitous pilots are about to move on. Decepticons, be ready. You are going to be entering the lobby here within about 45 seconds. The lobby will be open for the Decepticons to enter. And here it comes. E-Doc's slight bobble, not enough to make a difference. And boom, just like that, gratuitous pilots get the 1-2 back-to-back. And yes, we will be seeing them in the finals once again against none other than the Decepticons. Congratulations to the Rabdalorians on taking an overall 3rd place finish in tonight's event. Great job to the Rabdalorians. 3rd place finish overall tonight's event. So I am now unlocking the room. That is going to knock out the Rabdalorians, but again, a very good effort. Amazing performance by their team in the earlier rounds here this evening. We are going to gear up for the finals here. Leviathan, OG Dr. Love, It's Plenty, is going to be going up against what I would say they should run is Bright 5, Easy Racer, and Jasus, but that is up to them. Either way, the room is now unlocked. Decepticons, please enter the lobby. We need you in here. Come to the lobby.
Oh boy.
So we just got done with Gratuitous Violets versus Rabdolorians. Rabdolorians strong efforts there. Slight loss, unfortunate ending in the first round. Second round, Gratuitous Violets pulled away and got him by a lap. But either way, strong third place finish for the Rabdolorians. They are still in third place overall in the season as well. Just 3 points above Beep Boop Boop in the number 4 position. We are going to go on to Gratuitous Violets versus Decepticons. Decepticons, where are you guys? Any of you? Maybe they're all in their little room. Alrighty, the Decepticons are on their way. We'll see him there here shortly. Leviathan, it's Blunty OG Dr. Love. Welcome to tell me who's going first, if you would like. Bright Five's here. Need Easy Racer, Jason, and Reckless.
Oh, man.
Reckless is in here. He's not running the first heat, though, so he'll be supporting his team. So I just need Jason and Easy Racer. Easy Racer's in here. Just need Jesus. So it's Cap, T1, T2, first heat. And there's Jesus. The room is being walked now. Alright, we have all 6 pilots. I'm just waiting for communication. Blunty first and ready. Got it. Bright 5 first, ready. Got it. So they're going to send their fastest.
Good luck, pilots.
Oh, it's interesting strategy. Here we go, pilots. Let's watch the finals. Haven't seen this one before. Decepticons versus Gratuitous Violets. If the series isn't stuck on repeat, I don't know what it is. No, I'm just kidding. But these pilots have been grinding for it. Very fast pilots. Put in tons of effort. Bright 5, it's Blunty. Man, Blunty is giving Bright 5 a run for his money here. And that is going to give a huge one up to the Gratuitous Violets, as they are going to be fighting their way into the victory. We've been seeing Decepticons win the last 3 weeks. I don't think, personally, they're going to be able to take it this week, only because they do not have their captain. We'll see what happens, but it's either way. They're a strong team, nonetheless. But without your captain does hurt quite a bit. It's Blunty, Tier 2 pilot, going up against technically a Tier 1 pilot, but flying on behalf of the captain, Bright 5. Every one of these pilots on Decepticons are tearing up against this heat right now. So that's going to be tough. They're running Tier 1, 2, and 3. And Gratuitous are running Captain Tier 1, Tier 2. It's Blunty, though, holding it down here, as he is still holding Bright 5 off by about a gate. Yep, just about a gate. They're right on top of each other. Lap number 4. Bright 5, though, a little bit tighter lines. He's now starting to catch his groove. He should technically, on paper, be ahead of Blunty, but Blunty is putting on an excellent performance here in the final relay race. Still holding him off. Oh, a little front flip over the couch for Blunty, and Bright 5 slides ahead. Let's see who it's going to launch and how these pilots finish. Remember, we're going to want to make sure you go through that start-finish gate, then recharge. And beautiful recharge out of both teams. That's going to launch off Easy Racer, OG Dr. Love. OG Dr. Love is in against Easy. He's already ahead of Easy Racer. That means Jesus is going to have to fly against the Leviathan. And not only that, looks like Leviathan may potentially be able to launch ahead of Jesus as well. So Gratuitous Violet's looking very strong this evening. OG Dr. Love killing it down that descending ladder as he heads above the field goal post and down in. over the couch, split S through the coffee table. Smooth lines here at OG Dr. Love as he is ascending up the ladder through the fire pit. He goes. And 270, 270, 270, 270. Just when you thought you were done, you might 270 one more time. And we're watching Easy Racer now as he is trying to chase down OG Dr. Love. About an 8-gate deficit between the two. Easy Racer, though, putting down some heat nonetheless as a Tier 2 pilot flying as a Tier 1 pilot here in the finals. It's not easy to do. Their team was able to get themselves in the finals, though, even without their captain. Very strong team. They have Easy Racer having an unfortunate couple bobbles. Allows OG Dr. Love to pull away about 20 gates now. That means Leviathan's going to be launching almost an entire lap ahead of Jasus. Going into the final 5 laps. Safe to say Gratuitous Violets are going to take this one. Let's see if they can beat their time. 3:06. That's the hot time we saw in the earlier rounds against the Raptorians. And there's some intense racing. Easy Racer, though, absolutely crushing it. OG Dr. Love hits recharge, so that's going to send Captain Leviathan off to the races here. And then Easy Racer here, he comes around. He's about to hit the start-finish gate and then recharge. He forgets about the recharge, turns around, comes back for it. That's going to launch off Jasus, who's just now off to the races. Leviathan is on lap number 1, about to come around, finishes up lap number 1 on the lap 2, 9 gates behind. Will Leviathan be able to get that lap on him? We will see. Quite possibly, though. Leviathan is an absolutely insanely good pilot. Shout out to him as well. Quick little brag for Leviathan as he is currently, or recently drafted for Team Quad Force 1 for the Drone Championship League DCL. It's going to be happening here soon. He is the team I'm rooting for, an awesome team at that. A lot of really well-known pilots out here in the States, so I'm excited to watch and see what he puts down. No matter what simulator you give Leviathan or a real quad, he's going to crush it. And he's proven it here all 7 weeks. As he is now right on the hot tail of Jasus, a lap ahead. Leviathan slides in for the pass there and takes out Jasus. Leviathan now heads on to his 5th and final lap. Jasus on to his 4th. So Gratuitous Violets will indeed take the first win and head into another round where we'll see Captain, Tier 3, Tier 4 battling it out. Again, Bright 5 can have to fly on behalf of Captains. And there it is, Leviathan. What's it? A 3:07. 1 second behind their last performance. Good race to watch, though. Gratuitous Violets snagged the first win. Alright, there it is. Decepticons coming for it as well. So we're going Cap, Tier 3, and Tier 4 now. So Bright 5 and Leviathan. Dixis and Reckless. OG's out. Cool T's out. Skittles is in. E-Dog's in. Move first and ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jasus, Reckless, Bright 5. Leviathan's going first. Bright 5 is going first. Bright 5's team is ready. Ready, here we go. Alright. Good luck, pal. Leviathan versus Bright 5. Technically, Captain versus Captain.
In the rough. Looks like it's going to be an early night for us.
Let's see. Well, let's have a we can all enjoy a little grind session of track number 8 for a smidgen bit if we'd like.
No doubt.
Track number 8 is a inspired by a multi-GP track once upon a time flown in real life, dumped down to a whoop-sized track. So we're flying miniature multi-GP gates on week 3.
Can't wait.
It'll be a fun one. Much more stretched out track. Got a couple tight elements, but it's definitely a lot of full sendage areas. So not too many rooms for hiccups on track number 8 either. So we'll see. Leviathan, man, though, absolutely nuts to watch him perform, as he is now about 10 gates ahead of Bright 5 in the lap number 4. Honestly, which isn't too bad, considering Bright 5 is a Tier 1 pilot going up against the fastest week-to-week captain every single time. Number 1, the captain in the picks as well from the drafts. Ooh, bubbles there. That split S can be killer. That table is a lot thicker than you think it is until you actually start falling down through it. You realize you need to blow it out slightly, not really hit that edge. And Leviathan comes in for recharge. That sends off Skittles. And here comes Bright 5, really not that far behind. Very impressive work there. That's going to send off Reckless, 10 gates behind Skittles. Reckless laying down some crazy good heat, though, as well. He's a Tier 4 now flying against the Tier 3. So Jasus is going to be having to fly against who technically he did earlier, which is EDOC. Yeah, excuse me. So yeah, it's going to be EDOC versus Jasus at the end. So Tier 3 against Tier 4. Be interesting to see what happens. Deceptive Science might actually be able to take this one, depending on how well they perform here. It actually is doable. Skittles finishes up 2. He's on to 3rd lap now, and Reckless comes around. He's done with 2. He's on to his 3rd lap. So we're going to see Jasus versus EDOC rounding out the house. Jasus tiered up over EDOC. So it's going to be interesting to see. Skittles obviously out in front, holding off Reckless by about 8 gates right now. As we are working lap number 3, Skittles in the cube. As he exits the cube and heads on to his 4th out of 5 laps. Here comes Reckless. Reckless seems to be actually really in Skittles from lap 3 to 4. So Tier 4 pilot against a Tier 3. Let's see if Deceptive Science can pull this off. Now about a 6-gate deficit between the two. Not too much, but you can see Skittles is more and more Reckless's sight. So we're going to be recharging here. So looks like Reckless, oh no, excuse me, we got one more lap to go. That's my apologies. So we're both working on 5th and final lap now. Skittles holding off Reckless by about 4 gates. Reckless is really pushing here to set up Jasus good as best as he can. Jasus has the most pressure on him as he is closing it out and going to be the one to determine his team's fate. Very nice pit out of both Skittles and Reckless. EDOC's off to the races. Jasus right behind him. 2-gate deficit. So this is going to be very nerve-wracking for EDOC here, as Jasus is a tier up above him. As a Tier 3 fighting against a Tier 4. Oh goodness, looks like EDOC might be having some troubles. He does. Jasus has now pulled ahead by about 4 gates with 1 lap in already. So as Jasus continues to pace these at, Deceptive Science are going to take it. That's going to be their choice of their top 3. Guaranteed they're going to run Captain Tier 1, Tier 2, which is a smart call on Gratuitous Violet's side, only because of the fact that the Deceptive Science do not have their captain. So that's going to be a way that the Gratuitous Violet should be able to seal the deal there. Alright, so we're going to see Jasus about to come around. He's into the cube working lap number 3, and he is out of the cube. As he exits the cube, EDOC enters the cube. Now as we are working lap number 4, 2 more laps to go, EDOC comes around, finishes up 3. He's on the 4, 8-gate deficit between the two teams right now. So EDOC holding on strong. Unfortunately, a little, maybe perhaps the nerves at the beginning got to him, though. He had a little bit of troubles at the start, but looks like he's flying really good now as we are fighting here to go on to our 5th and final. Jasus passes that line. He is on to his 5th and final. And EDOC entering the cube. So it looks like it is safe to say Deceptive Science are indeed going to win heat number 2. We're going to heat number 3 tonight. We haven't seen that in a few weeks. And there it is. Jesus is in for the win, an impressive 322 out of the gratuitous violence, or deceptive science, excuse me, as they win the second heat. So we're going to be going on to nice, they're fast. All right, guys, you guys are moving tonight. Here we go. This is it. This is our final, about, what, 5 minutes of racing to watch here. It's Blunty, Bright 5, Blunty, Tier 2, Bright 5, Tier 1, flying on behalf of the captain. We saw an excellent performance out of him flying against Leviathan, only about 8 gates behind Leviathan, and 5 entire laps, which means Leviathan was able to pull just about 1.6 laps on him each, or 1.6 gates each lap on him, roughly. Oh man, so Bright 5's holding off Blunty here. Not by much, he has him by just about 2 gates. As we are done with 2 into lap number 3. I think it's safe to say, though, the gratuitous violets are going to be really tough to beat here, once again, without having Smeelan, captain of the Deceptive Science, here today to fly with us. All the way from Norway, team pilot of NewBeeDrone, very fast pilot in real life and in simulator, captain of a very strong team, Deceptive Science. If gratuitous violets win this, that actually gives them a massive advantage going into the finals week. As we found out last week, if Deceptive Science were able to win the last 2 weeks, they would motocross rules the gratuitous violets. But if gratuitous violets win this week, which it looks like they will, Deceptive Science are going to need to get first, and gratuitous are going to need to get third or worse. And Deceptive Science is still at first place going to the final, so it's safe to say, as of now, gratuitous violets may have just awarded themselves guaranteed top 2 teams in the overall season, as they'll be battling it out in the very, very final relay. And boom, just like that, it sends off the next pilot. We got Easy Racer in and OG Dr. Love launching about 6 gates behind Easy Racer, as we are just working on lap number 1 here. Deceptive Science are currently holding off the gratuitous violets, but gratuitous violets do have their lethal weapon, Leviathan, still to fly. Easy Racer goes down, and again, 2 in a row, because he keeps that stick forward around that flag. Some little spots you've got to be careful, and that's really going to hurt him, because he did have a nice lead over OG Dr. Love. He's going to want to send Jesus off with as much possible room as he can have over Leviathan, but unfortunately, Easy Racer's unfortunate crash there did allow OG Dr. Love to reel him in, and just like that, Easy Racer misses the gate. OG Dr. Love now right on the tails of him. And we're going to need to see a miracle here from Jesus if we want to see a chance at the Deceptive Science taking the win here in week number 7. Otherwise, gratuitous violets are going to be crowned your champions, and haven't seen them as a winner since, I want to say, week number 4 or 3. Been some time. Let's see. We've seen them in the finals all the time. They haven't won since week 3. So it looks like it's going to be, once again, safe to say Deceptive Science are going to take their strike here and take that second place finish. Gratuitous Violets, OG Dr. Love, 5th and final lap. Easy Racer, 5th and final lap. Easy Racer, Small Bobble, gets back on track. He's about 3 gates behind OG Dr. Love currently, but again, they're going to be sending Jesus against Leviathan, and Leviathan's going to be launching first. That is not where the Deceptive Science are going to want to be. So here comes OG Dr. Love finishing up his 5th and final lap, top of the cube. Here he comes, start finish into the recharge. Boom, he forgets he needs to recharge, but he comes back for it. Easy Racer gets a very quick recharge actually, and launches Jesus almost the same time as Leviathan. But either way, Leviathan against Jesus, This is a tier 3 going against a captain here. And we are almost in week number 8. Crazy. And so Leviathan currently working lap number 2. Jasus as well, already about 8 gates behind Leviathan, fastest pilot on this track on the leaderboard. Rushing it with the acro. Alright, here he comes. Leviathan finishes up 3. He's on to 4. Jasus finishes up 3 on to 4. We got a 10 gate difference. 2 laps left to go. We need to see a few crashes out of Leviathan. They're going to stand the chance. Crazy tight ladder, or cube there for Leviathan. He comes around onto his 5th and final lap now. See how many gates ahead he has now over Jasus. About 13 gate lead, as that's just about a half a lap here. So, and here he comes. Leviathan comes around for the win and gets it. A 3:14, not even the fastest time out of the gratuitous violence, but nonetheless able to take the win there and seal the deal in week number 7. Great job for the gratuitous violence. Another win in the books, and just made it that much more solidified going into finals. Now with 3 points ahead of Decepticons going into week number 8. So overall season points, no specific order. Gratuitous Violets with 46 overall season points right now. Wild Wild Whoop with 18 overall season points. Rab DeLorean sitting with 30 overall season points. We have Beep Boop Whoop sitting with 27 overall season points. Angle Grinders sitting with 21 overall season points. Decepticons with 43. And No Cap All Gas with 11 overall season points. So really, honestly, it doesn't look like week number 8 can give us any more of a mix-up. Potentially Wild Wild Whoop could pass up Angle Grinders, as there's a 3-point deficit there. Maybe Decepticons could beat Gratuitous Violets, but they're really going to have to stop them out. So, oh, and Beep Boop Whoop is only 3 points behind Rap DeLorean. So I guess there is some possibilities, but it's going to have to be some crazy big differences come.
43 or 45.3?
46 to 43. Gratuitous Violets are up by 3. So yes, correct.
I thought it was 2.
So it was 2, and it would have been 1 if they beat you.
Yeah.
But you guys beat them. Now it's 3. So now they need, you guys got to get 4th, and they got to get 3rd or 1st next week. So, anyways, that concludes week number 7. We're gonna have a chat with these teams. First off, we're gonna start off our 2nd place team. They were grinding it out today. They only had 4 pilots out of their 5 here fighting, and impressive nonetheless. They were able to be the top qualifying team in qualifying rounds. Not only were they the top qualifying team in the qualifying rounds, but they also even won one of the heats there, which was very impressive to see, as each of those pilots technically were flying a tier up there in those finals. But great job, Reckless. You with us, man?
Yes, I am. What's up, guys?
What's up, dude? So you were laying down some absolute heat today.
Seriously.
You know, I don't want to make any decisions for your team because your team is clearly crushing it. But the way you've been flying today, I almost think I would put you in that final heat. But what do you think of the track? What do you think of your team's performance this week?
You know, no, we did pretty good with seeing as the situation that we're given. Our captain was really busy this week with work, so he had to pass his position to Bright 5 and let him fly. But that one. I think we have another teammate that's called luck, because that 1 point, like that one race that we had that just needed one point, we stuck by, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you guys put it down, that's for sure, and there was an impressive performance nonetheless, like I said, and crazy to see that you guys actually did get that one win in there too. I didn't think that was going to be possible, but you proved me wrong, which was awesome to see. So good job, well-earned 2nd place. You guys are really going to need to bring the heat if you're going to want to guarantee yourself in the first place going into finals. Otherwise, it is safe to say that you guys are going to be sitting in that second place going into finals, which is strong nonetheless. Guaranteed your top 3 team with that. So
yeah, we're bringing in. We're going to be bringing in the heat, but we do need some other teams to bring in the heat too, so we can knock the Violets out a little bit.
I'll be telling you guys too. There will be some cursing, maybe some damn you, AK, once you guys start to fly the championship track.
Okay.
So it's not going to be easy win for any team by any means necessary. But nothing too crazy. We're not diving any basket. But anyways, on to Jasus. He's been all these pilots had to tear up today, but Jasus, one of the 4 pilots showing up for Deceptive Science. We were talking about you before the race. Obviously, you're a fast-known pilot in both now the Velocidrone world, also Tiny Whip Go. Excellent performance, second place. How you feeling? How'd you like the track this week? Talk to us a little bit. Jasus.
Doesn't look like he's in here.
All right, Easy Racer, what's up, man? How you feeling? You were putting down some heat today as well. I saw some nasty runs out of you. I'm pretty sure you beat me in one of the practice runs earlier before the race as well. So laying down some heat. How you feeling? How'd you like the track?
Yeah, I really like the track. This one is one of my favorites in the series so far. Not too happy with my performance in my tier, but I was able to finish it out with a win. And Bri5 did a really, really good job securing us first place and qualifying. Getting that 5th place. Second, third. Yeah, 3rd place. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the team's performance overall. Like Reckless said, given our situation, we made the best out of it, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you guys did really good. Like I said, I was stoked to see you guys win that second heat. I was rooting for you guys, but that's tough. I mean, when you have, and I was saying it too, it was that second heat. Bri5 went up against Leviathan, and he only had an 8-gate deficit after 5 laps. And then on top of that, Leviathan had a small hiccup, forgetting about the recharge. Bri5 didn't, so it was almost an equal finish. So that was really awesome to see, because obviously, as we all know, Leviathan is always that top pilot every week. So it launched each other. 2-gate deficit was the launch, so it was really that close, very, very close. So that was fun to see. So great race in there, Easy Racer, and last but not least, Bri5 definitely putting on an excellent performance here, laying it down, having to step up to fly against the captains, but definitely put down some heat. Like I said, just bragging about you against the Leviathan run in round number 2 there of the finals. How did you like the track? How you feeling? What did you think of your performance tonight?
This was one of my favorite tracks, and I was just kind of terrified knowing I was going to have to sub up into captains. I totally had the vision of, total 0 across the board. So the fact that I could sort of hang, coming up from Tiny Whip Go, where I was super inconsistent and then still struggling against inconsistency, I feel like I'm starting to put it together a little bit, It was a ton of fun.
One of my favorite things about these series too is a lot of the pilots do truly come out quite a bit better than when they came in. Almost every one of these pilots, and that's honestly where we see a lot of the, dang, this guy's way too fast, because typically, some people may play, Velocidrone and practice it, but not really grind it. And when you're in a series, you're really pushing. You're really trying to, make your team proud. So it's cool to see some of those pilots that, like you said, are getting more consistent and consistently laying down better runs. So you killed it today. It was a lot of fun to watch you fly, and congrats again on the second place Deceptive Science. Awesome job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, nerd. So on to our winners. We haven't seen them win since week number 3 now, actually, it's been. So from 3 to 7, Gratuitous Violets, EDOC, tier number 4, laying it down. How are you feeling, man? How's that win feel?
It's you talking. You said a Zotex. You're not forgetting me this week. I think this is the hardest I've ever trained for a week, because I know this is like my last week, and I was really hungry for a win, and I'm so happy when I got my first place finish.
Yeah,
I love it.
Nice. That pumped me right up. Although I was kind of jealous of Skittles when we were doing the relay against Rab, that he got the lineup against Zotek. I wanted to go head-to-head against Zotek there. But yeah, no, it was a great week, and I'm glad. I'm happy with how we performed. Science, really, we gotta keep it up, because they're not gonna make it easy for us.
That is for sure, and that's what their plan is too. You know, I mean, they were one of those teams that were fighting to be up with you guys, barely hanging on by a thread, now to where it's kind of roles reverse, you know. So it's interesting to see, but a lot of fun to watch nonetheless. Great performance and good job there in the finals. You guys really did well. Skittles, we hear from you a lot, but what's up, man? Good job. First place finish. That had to feel good. You guys haven't done it in 4 weeks, so technically fine with our off week as well. So talk to us a little bit.
Yeah, that was a big one. I knew going into this week, especially when Levi told us that next week he's probably going to be doing DCL, so he's not going to be able to race. So we really needed the win this week, because if Science took another just one ahead of us, they would only have been one down going into next week, and it would have been a tough position. But now we're sitting a lot prettier. So I thought we did pretty. I thought I did pretty good, but I think I could have done a little better in the relays. I think you said it was only a couple gate lead, but I felt like we had a little bit of a lead, and then Reckless basically made up all of the difference that Levi gave us going into the last one. So then I put EDOC in a tough place against Jesus there. But our top three, Levi, OG, and Monty, just put it down for us. So
yeah, you definitely
didn't really
did put EDOC in that tough place. I remember watching that, and you could tell that the first lap for him was like a little bit shaky, nervous. Like, okay, I got a faster tier chasing me down here, and you know I'm launched ahead of him. That's always nerve-wracking. But man, after about a half a lap, EDOC just freaking was on rails, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good now." And it was just awesome to see.
We raced probably for like an hour or more before the race, and almost every time we were like right on each other right at the end, like one of us beating each other by like point something. So
oh wow,
we were really even this week. No, you normally got me right. That's what it felt like, at least. Anyway, we had some good team battles though.
Oh, fun to watch.
Yeah, EDOC definitely stepped it up this week.
Oh yeah, just so you guys know, Track 8's out. But anyways, we're going to talk to our next up pilot. Is going to be one of my favorite pilots out there. It's Blunty. Another strong performance and a killer win out of the gratuitous violence. What's up, Blunty? How you doing today, man?
Good, man. I'm just really excited to be able to say on the news that we got first again.
Heck yes, there you go.
That's awesome.
Yes,
Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. And that puts us like Skittles mentioned, you know, I don't think we're going to have Levi next week. So getting 3 points apart, I think it's going to be really exciting going into the last week. I'm pretty stoked. Yeah, I haven't been doing great in the races, but then we get in the relays and I've been doing okay, locking it down and lining us up. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I did in the relays, and I'm glad we were able to pull it together.
Yeah, you guys are a killer team nonetheless. Obviously, once again, proving it to us with you guys not winning for the last 3 weeks, but able to hold it down and stay focused, eye on the prize, and get that win. So great job. Awesome to watch you guys take yet another win. OG Dr. Love, my dude. He was just whooping a wedding. Now he's whooping a simulator. Good job. Tier 1 pilot here representing gratuitous violets. How you feeling? I mean, you were really upset earlier in the qualifying rounds. You wanted to, break things. So, but you came in with the win, so that's good to see. How you feeling? Talk to us.
Yeah, going into tonight, this is one of my favorite tracks that I've ran in a while, and I feel like I almost don't like when I go into a race like that, because it gives me a little overconfidence almost, and sometimes that can happen like it did tonight. And I was just not happy with my performance in the tier races at all. I couldn't get myself under control, and I had to kind of step back and take a little break and recollect myself for relay racing, which luckily we still made it into. That's what's great about being on this team is you can have somebody can have an off night, but everybody on this team is a solid pilot and capable of putting up points, so we were still able to get it done. So I just I love this team. I'm loving all the grinding and the team practices and the people submit stuff for DVR reviews, and it's awesome. It's awesome seeing everybody trying to progress.
Beautiful, beautiful. Love it. Well, again, congrats to you guys on another strong win. Well deserved. And then last but not least, Leviathan, we talk about you a lot on and off the mic. We had, if you're familiar with the pilot Gator, he's out here flying with us this weekend. So awesome having him out here. But again, amazing performance. We've seen you come from a pilot that just started to now being one of the very fast pilots out there all across the entire world. So representing captains on gratuitous pilots, how you feeling? How's that win feel for you? We haven't seen you whooping in a while, so it's good to see you flying it.
Yeah, it's definitely good to get the win. I haven't been flying the last couple weeks just because of, school and other drone-related stuff I have to get done. But it was pretty easy to get back on, and glad we could take the win today.
Yeah, you guys killed it, and congrats to you as well on making Quad Force 1 this season in DCL. So if you guys do tune in and watch this series, be sure to check out DCL. That'll be, I'm sure Leviathan, actually, you can fill us in on when that'll be kicking off.
It's next, actually. I think it should be before all the WeBleed stuff starts.
Cool. So be sure to check that out. Support Leviathan, representing the captain, fastest pilot almost has been the fastest pilot every single week now. And obviously the fastest pilot in tryouts as well. So there's no denying that he is a monster and the artist of his craft. So awesome performance. Great job for gratuitous pilots on taking another win since week 3 of your last win. So that sets your team up really well, especially they were saying you won't be here next week. So you guys are going to basically have to get 4th and Science need 1st. That would motocross them ahead of you guys. So those odds are slim. We've seen your team perform without you before, so we'll see how they'll
do great. Yeah, I'm sure they'll do great.
Right on. Well, that concludes week number 7. I'm going to let Zotek close things out. Week number 8 track is up and ready, inspired by a real 5-inch track. Gates. It is week number 8. Get it ready for something. You think these are tiny? Wait till you see Champ's track.
Oh, hell yeah!
There is
no.
Regular size gates.
I'm going to say on the Champ's track, on average, a good run should be about 3 or 4 taps allowed.
Nice.
It is going to be a battle of who has precision entirely come championship. So,
yeah. Well, folks, I'm already focused on track number 8. So
Zotek's already in grind mode.
Yeah, I'm in grind mode. So let's give a big shout out to all of our sponsors. Yeah, let's put this controller down real quick. Those are some tiny gates, brah.
They're really not that small.
They're tiny. How do I shrink my whoop? Let's just give a big shout out to all the participating pilots in week number 7. Congratulations. Who won tonight again? I already forgot.
Not Rad DeLorean, I know that.
Yeah, it's Well played. So let's finish this off. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. WeBleedFPV.com. We bleed. We got FPV Exchange. We have Velocidrone. We have Tiny Whoop. We have Drone Nation. We have Bill's House of Drones. NewBeeDrone, FullSend FPV, Hydra, BETAFPV, RailPro.us, Drone Zone, New Jersey, and of course our man Greg behind the scenes at Perspective Image. Thank you all to sponsors and participating pilots. That concludes week number 7 track. Week number 8 is out. I just got to figure out how do I shrink my whoop down to make it smaller. Thank you for everybody. Bro. No doubt. Tiny.